Okay, we're back with the American League Championship Series. We had over the total with Toronto and Kansas City yesterday. So that puts us up some units here for our MLB pick. So let's see what we can do continuing going forward. I got 2 picks today. This is one of them. And I'm going to take under the total on this one. You got 2 veteran pitchers here on the mound. And after yesterday's explosion, I don't look for the offenses to click quite as much today. I know that it seems like a stretch and I'm stupid and whatever. But I like Chris Young. He's kind of got that wonky over the top delivery, and R.A. Dickey's really tough at home. Plus, these two pitchers have seen these 2 teams before, and they pitch pretty well against them. So I think good, pretty decent value here on under the total. That's a big total, 9 for an American League Championship Series game. I could see why it's so high though, because Toronto they absolutely lit the scoreboard up, and then so did Kansas City. So it makes sense to be at 9, but I don't think they're going to get there today. I think it's going to be a pretty tight game with Toronto probably coming out on top, but I like for under the total. Let's go ahead and let's talk about that total. It's set at 9, and right now the juice is actually a little bit higher on the over, so you can get some, a little bit higher on the under, so you have to really pick your spots where the value is going to go. My prediction, though, my anticipation would be that it's going to get to 9.5 by the time of first pitch. As I went ahead and made this pick, though, it's 9. So I'm going to go ahead and take under the total of 9 and look for both these pitchers to pitch decently well, and pretty good job done by both bullpens to stay under this total. Let's talk about these guys. You got Chris Young getting the start for Kansas City. He comes in 3.06 ERA, 1.09 WHIP, 83 strikeouts, 11-6 on the year. Got a little bit of postseason play there, and he's been good on the road. 2.52 ERA, and against Toronto, he pitched pretty well. He allowed 3 earned runs off a few hits. I think about 5 hits in 6 innings. So, not bad. If he can, keep his temperament, which I think he will. He's a veteran. I don't think he's going to get rattled. And I think he's going to be kind of tough today. He's kind of a different style of pitcher than Toronto's faced in a while. For Toronto, you got R.A. Dickey. And how could you not like R.A. Dickey? He comes in 3.91 ERA, 1.19 WHIP, 126 strikeouts, 11-11 on the year. At home, ERA 3.11. And batters are hitting under 200 against him. Now, against Kansas City earlier in the season, he was great in 7 innings, 2 hits, 0 earned runs. So he should be pretty stoked. He's just so tough to hit sometimes. It really depends on the type of hitters. And it doesn't matter, left-handed, right-handed. He's tough against everybody. He's going to be pretty pumped to pitch at home. I think Kansas City might struggle a little bit against him. So I look for Dickey to pitch a good game. And I look for Young to pitch a good game. So even against these 2 good offenses, I think the pitchers are going to surprise everybody and have 2 decent starts. Offensively, Kansas City, they come in. They're hitting 268 as a team. They average 4.52 runs per game. OPS is 736. It's almost, when you look at these 2 teams offensively and their averages, you almost think odds makers would go ahead and make it 10. I mean, why not 10? Because, I know some people out there would see 10 and still take the over, considering they scored 19 runs yesterday. But I think 9 is where the odds makers were correct on making this line, because I do think it's going to go under. Kansas City hitting the ball great. Got some late runs there yesterday. And I thought they swung the bats pretty well. Just Toronto swung the bats better. On the year, Toronto offensively, they're about the best there is. They hit 267 as a team, 5.48 runs per game. OPS is 793. Their runs per game and OPS lead the major leagues. And they're about the best hitting team in baseball, as they showed yesterday. So if they don't get too over aggressive, they probably could get to Young and really do some damage, but I don't think they're going to. I think they might be, Young doesn't overpower anybody, doesn't strike a lot of guys out, so I look for him to kind of, keep the ball off the plate, keep the ball down, and for Toronto to, to score some runs, but not score a bunch of runs in bunches like they normally do. So that's my prediction. Now, could they both come out and score, 7 runs apiece? Sure. I mean, absolutely, because they're both good offenses. But I anticipate this game to go under. I think it's going to be a fantastic game, fantastic series so far. And that'll be my play on the Toronto-Kansas City game under the total of 9. And I wish you guys luck on your picks of the day.